Hello everyone and welcome back to Motivation for the Day. It's so great to have you here. Today we're diving into a topic that's at the very core of growth and success, pushing your limits. It sounds intense, right? Like something only extreme athletes or superachievers do. But what if I told you that pushing your limits is something you can, and should, do every single day? It's not about climbing Mount Everest tomorrow. It's about taking one more step than you thought you could today. Think about the last time you felt truly proud of yourself. Was it when you did something easy? Something you've done 1,000 times before? Probably not. It was likely when you tackled a challenge, when you stepped outside your comfort zone and discovered a strength you didn't know you had. That feeling, that spark of accomplishment, is what we're chasing. Your comfort zone is a nice place. It's familiar and safe. But guess what? Nothing ever grows there. It's like a garden where you only plant what you know, never trying new seeds. You get the same old results, year after year. But the moment you decide to push past those self-imposed boundaries, that's when the magic happens. Your world expands. Let's break this down. What does pushing your limits actually mean in our daily lives? It can be as simple as holding a plank for 10 seconds longer than you did yesterday. It could be reading one more chapter of a book when your mind wants to drift. It might be speaking up in a meeting when you'd normally stay silent, or starting a conversation with a stranger. These aren't earth-shattering events, but they are tiny victories that build momentum. Each time you push, you're essentially telling yourself, I am capable of more. You're rewiring your brain. The voice of self-doubt that whispers, you can't do this, it's too hard, starts to get quieter. And a new voice, one of confidence and resilience, gets louder. This is the power of progressive overload, a concept often used in fitness. You don't lift the heaviest weight on day one. You start with what you can manage and gradually add more. The same principle applies to every area of your life, your career, your relationships, your personal skills. Let's be real though. It's not always easy. Pushing your limits involves discomfort. It involves the risk of failure. You might try to run that extra mile and have to stop. You might try that new recipe and burn it. You might apply for that dream job and get rejected, and that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay, it's a necessary part of the process. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone to it. Each time you stumble, you learn. You learn what doesn't work, you learn about your own weak spots, and you learn how to get back up. Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's a muscle you build every time you choose to try again after a setback. So how do you start? First, identify where your current limits are. Be honest with yourself. What are you avoiding because it feels too difficult or intimidating? Pick one small area to focus on. Maybe you want to become a better public speaker. Your limit might be speaking in front of more than 3 people. Your first push isn't to give a TED Talk. It's to volunteer to give a short update in a small team meeting. That's your first step. Next, embrace the mindset of a beginner. Be curious. Be open to not knowing everything. When you were a child, you weren't afraid to fall when you learned to walk. You just got back up and tried again. We need to reclaim that fearless curiosity. Don't be afraid to look silly or make mistakes. Every expert was once a beginner. The only difference between them and someone who gave up is that they kept going, even when it was hard. And remember to celebrate your progress no matter how small. Did you wake up 15 minutes earlier to work on your personal project? Acknowledge that win. Did you finally make that phone call you've been dreading? Give yourself credit. These small celebrations release dopamine in your brain, reinforcing the positive behavior and making you more likely to do it again. You're building a positive feedback loop of growth and achievement. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the most capable, confident, and fulfilled version of yourself. Look at any successful person you admire. They didn't get there by playing it safe. They took risks, they faced their fears, and they consistently pushed beyond what was comfortable. They understood that growth happens at the edge of their capabilities. Your potential is not a fixed point, it's a constantly expanding horizon. Every limit you push past reveals a new, wider view of what's possible for you. So I have a challenge for you today. Just one thing. Think of one small way you can push your limit. It doesn't have to be massive, just one small intentional act of courage. Maybe it's doing one extra set at the gym, writing one paragraph of that book you want to start, or saying hello to a neighbor you've never spoken to. Choose your one thing and then go do it. And when you do, pay attention to how you feel afterward. That feeling of empowerment is the fuel that will keep you going. The journey of pushing your limits is a lifelong adventure. It's a commitment to continuous improvement. It's choosing growth over comfort, courage over fear, and action over inaction. You are so much stronger and more capable than you give yourself credit for. The only real limit is the one you place on yourself. It's time to start pushing. It's time to see what you're truly made of. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of this community. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more daily motivation. Share in the comments below what one thing you're going to do today to push your limits. Let's inspire each other. Remember, your journey of 1,000 miles begins with that single brave step. We'll see you in the next video.